Hello viewers, and I welcome you once again to the Girl Talk. This is where we talk about different topics. Today we are going to talk about life in diaspora, what people back home think about us. My name is Mazonde. I'm with my girl,
Tinashe Chingwaru.
Faith Mirisau.
Faith, tell me, what do people back at home think about you?
People back home, they look at us as money bags. The moment once you cross the border Zambezi, you become a money bag. It's as if you're taking money from trees or anything. You take just
Money,
going to a
money,
tree
money.
and take money from trees. Because this week it's money for a function. They want to do a family
funeral.
function.
You
Next
should
week
send.
it's money for fertilizer. Next week it's money for this and that. You should keep on sending money as if you're taking it from trees or
And you are working, you don't have the money. Tell them. I'm working, I don't have the money.
I'm working and I'm even finding it difficult to make the ends meet.
Yeah,
But then they
it's
don't
very
understand
difficult
it.
because life in South Africa is so difficult. I won't say only South Africa because we're talking about the diaspora, like when you've left your country and you're in a different place.
But why do you think they think like that?
It's how we present ourselves.
How you present yourself.
You know, when we take pictures, sometimes we stand in front of this beautiful building or this beautiful car, which is not even mine.
So ladies, are you saying, let's say I live in Kailisha, in a Mkuku, a shack. So should I take a picture next to my shack and
That's
post it
who
on
you
Facebook so
are.
that
No. Those people at home, they must understand that, if you are going to take a picture, you can't go to you want it to be nice. You understand? But money-wise, if you want to ask about money, tell me, I will tell you, I don't have. I don't have.
But
Everything
then,
is food.
Even if you say you don't have,
I can only do so much, understand? I can only do so much. A month, I have a budget. I only get one salary a month. And with that salary, if you ask me money on the 1st, you ask me money on the 15th, you want money on the 25th with one salary.
where is that money going to come from?
I have to pay rent. I have to pay school fees.
You've got
If you
accounts.
are doing accounts and stuff like that. It's challenging. And the things here, I'm telling you, expensive. Life, back then we used to think, okay, it's cheap. Yeah, greener pastures. It's no longer that green.
I think long back, things were affordable compared to nowadays. I think nowadays things are so expensive, and the little money that we earn, we try to make ends meet. But if you try to explain that, no one will understand you.
Yeah, the thing is they don't understand that the economic changes, they've affected everything. They think the pastures are still as green, like as when our mothers, they used to come here to sell madoiri and other stuff. Those days the pastures were still green. Like for example, if you're going to school and then you tell your fellow students that your mother is going to South Africa to settle, they say,
that was a big thing.
You're that's a very,
Christmas
very big
clothes
thing.
always nice.
Because then the pastures were still very green, but
Then
now
you
they are
decided
different.
to come to South Africa yourself.
Yeah, I did, because the situation back at home, it's bad. It forced me. I had to. Because, like, as they say in the Shona verb, it's like, half a loaf is better than nothing. But it doesn't mean that I have a lot.
There isn't. The green is no longer that green. It is. But we can only afford food to mouth. We can't buy those, or we can't afford to give you money for weddings, money for funeral. If it's 1 month, ask me once. I will give you at the end of the month. Actually, I actually have a budget.
Yeah,
But
I
you
have
know,
a budget.
The thing is, when you don't respond to their requests, like they will ask you to come for a family function, they will ask you to come for a funeral and then a wedding. Say those things are maybe within a month,
You see, and it's
and
far.
you don't even have money.
But the thing is, like, I've got goals as well. I came here to South Africa. I just came because I want to run away from the situation in Zimbabwe. I came to build my life. Let's say maybe I'm building it back home, and then you expect me to send you money like thrice a month. How am I going to be able to build my house? How am I going to be able to build myself. Let's say maybe educationally, maybe I'm going to school. How am I going to pay my school fees?
Yeah.
That's what they tend to forget. They think we are just here for
I don't
fun.
think they forget, but when they see our pictures and when they see the what you log in, signing in
It's waterfront.
It's waterfront. We're just
Shopping.
trying to enjoy the moment, you know. We don't have to look sad, embracing our situation. So when you embrace a situation, you can just go and see the sea. But otherwise, in the stomach, I haven't eaten anything. I'm just busy watching the stomach.
It's not
the
easy
sea,
out
but
here.
the stomach is empty. And then now, because of the pressure that we usually get from money, some of us now
Commit crime.
commit crimes in order to keep up with the pace.
Yes.
I don't think my mom would be happy to hear that I stole money to send her.
But it's not all of us who are becoming criminals. It's
But
just the
most-
few we are like, we are making us being painted as criminals because most of us we are working.
Yeah, and mostly when people just
Yeah.
see
But it's not
us-
everyone who's working, remember?
Yeah, but most of the people when they see like us from, they think maybe we are doing something criminal also. If you are trying too hard, like they think you are stealing or you are robbing banks, but no, we're just
We
trying
are
to.
honest hard workers.
Working-
We
yeah,
work
we-
so hard to make ends meet.
Sometimes we have 2 jobs, you know.
Even
18
3.
hours days. 18-hour days, we are hustling, trying everything, this and that, for
And-
things to work.
And they don't understand, let's say, like what you just said, you've got 2 jobs, you work a night shift and a day shift. And that time that you're trying to get a rest, and then they call you and then you don't pick up their phone. And then the next thing you're trying to explain to them, guys, I'm working 2 jobs, I also need time to rest. And then it seems as if you're ignoring them.
You see, but
Yeah.
all you're trying to do is focus. Because if I touch my phone and I'm working, I have problems with the boss.
That's true.
I get fired, and then I don't have that monthly bill that you are expecting. I can't send it. When I don't send it for 1 month because I was fired because I was attending to my WhatsApp and my phone calls. So we have to balance.
That's true.
We are balancing.
All right, let's talk about morals. Have your morals changed?
Because I'm here.
Yes.
A little bit, teeny weeny. I can't say I'm the same like when I used to be
At home, right?
When I used to be at home, I never used to hug males. It never used to
You
be me.
hug now?
Oh no! Now I embrace. You know, you have
You
to
hug.
fit in.
Yeah, I do. It's actually a good feeling to be able to loosen up away from my parents. They're back home. There's no one to tell me. I'm not saying like I'm becoming wild, but it's just a good feeling to be able to do what you want.
And when you hug someone, you are just hugging them as a friend. Not that I love you and just hello and it's nice. And then you get others that even want to kiss you, mwah, mwah, just to show affection, you know. And in diaspora, have you noticed something? You are not afraid to walk holding someone else because we see all these people
'Cause-
holding each other. Then we just
Yeah, and the other thing, you're not afraid of seeing my Sharon who's going to run 5 minutes after seeing you hugging a boy, is
Tell
going
your
to run to
mom.
your mom. Yo, my faith, I saw your daughter hugging someone. Yeah, who's gonna go and tell them?
Away from home, eh?
Yeah.
Have you changed?
I have. Well, dressing changes. Behavior also changes.
To good or bad?
Average. I wouldn't say too good or bad. Because let's look
I'm
at
getting
this.
worried. Average.
Okay, I'm not trying to make myself a good person.
You are, if you are, you are. So make yourself yourself. Let's hear yourself.
I'm me.
Let's hear
Okay?
it.
I'm still that daughter
Okay.
that was raised in Zim.
What they planted in you still
But
is.
then now I come to South Africa. I follow what South Africans do. The way they dress, you know.
Because of the weather also, you know,
Yes,
like
the
here in
weather
South
is so
Africa,
hot here.
when I'm going to the beach,
I
I
can't,
can't wear a long skirt or... And at the beach, I have to wear my swimming costume. I have to wear my bomb shorts. I have to fit in, you know, like for people not to say, there is a foreigner, they're coming out.
And
there
you
is
know,
a foreigner coming.
we do have some foreigners that you can tell just by looking
That hair.
that's a foreigner.
That's a
to
Zimbabwean.
blend in, we
That's
have
a
to
Malawi. So
blend
you have to change to match the environment.
Yeah, but
Like-
honestly, we would want to do the good change, you know,
Yeah,
not
not the
like the
bad.
bad change.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes you just end up going the, but it's all in finding yourself and
But whatever you do, you know if something is wrong and if something is right. You know how you were raised. You were taught how to behave. So yeah.
Your character is the same because what they planted.
Yeah, you never change.
And stop worrying at home. Ew, you. The minute there is this video that you just see on WhatsApp, the minute the news say this, guys, do you get people like
xenophobia attacks? You get calls from all over back home. Are you okay? Are you okay?
But
I'm not saying it's bad.
okay.
No, it's not bad. It's good. They worry about us, which is, I think it's fine.
But I don't blame them for worrying. 'cause
I think it has to be average, not too much. You know, like, you know what? Listen, they're saying in Mpumalanga. I live in Cape Town. How does Mpumalanga Cape Town
No,
connect?
no, it's like by the time it reaches to your aunt, it's in Mpumalanga. By the time it reaches to your mother, it's in Cape
This
Town.
is gossip.
No, just
Information
by-
dissertation, yeah,
moving,
then
you know.
yeah. So it changes really, and by considering the situation of the crime rate in South Africa, I wouldn't blame them for worrying. They should really worry.
But the situation on the ground, like now, for us, we're actually fine. We don't have much, but we can pay rent, dress nice, afford to eat normal. Some of us is a bit, like for other people, it's a bit challenging, but we're not complaining most of them. And if there's a problem, I'll always call you and tell you, listen,
Yes.
this is how it stands.
But you know, sometimes we try not to say out our problems to our parents because they tend to worry too much.
Me, I reduced the volume of worrying for her by telling her the truth. Listen here, I really don't have money. You understand? I want to give you, you know, and if I have it, you know, I would give you. But right now, there isn't. They will understand. And there is xenophobia, mommy. I have to hide. I think I
tell
won't
them the
talk to you for the next 4 years or something.
4 years, like seriously.
I'm joking. 4 years is too much. Okay, I can't speak with you now or because of this situation. Bear with me. Let's communicate. Let's
All right.
talk to each
So
other.
now when we are looking at reality, now tell us the truth, exactly what is going on. What has been happening? They need to know. We
The
need to know.
reality is the pastures are not green.
Okay, so what are you still doing
They,
there?
they are brown. It's not like home. At home there's nothing. But at least here there's something. But they are not green.
But
We are
you
also
know,
struggling.
sometimes when you call home and you say things are not well, they always say, come back home.
No, I can't come back home because the situation at home is bad. Here it's better.
Okay. But actually, out of 10, I think that the 10%, it's fine. The 90% are suffering. They are working very
But
bad
you know,
jobs.
there are some
they're
people
scuffling.
who don't have like good jobs.
Scuffling and it's not.
Don't you think those people must go back home?
No, I'm not going back home anytime soon.
Me, I think anyway, it should be someone's decision. It's. I don't have to think that if you feel like you have to go home because there's no point of you coming here and suffering. Better suffer at a familiar ground than suffer at a.
Yeah. And the other thing is like we don't ignore you guys. We don't ignore. They think we ignore them. We love you so much. We don't ignore you.
The money is only enough to feed us.
From hand to mouth.
Hand to
it's
mouth.
not enough.
And we still have our morals. We haven't changed. I'm still the same Faye that was raised in a location in Chingwaru. I'm still the same.
And do you ever dream of going back home? Because
Yeah.
I do.
Home is always
One
the
day.
best.
Obviously, me, I would want to go home. But now that I've got the situation, like when I visit home, I don't feel at home anymore.
Because your home is here now.
I'm telling you, I'm not relating. I love my country and I hope one day I'll have to get to that stage where I really love to go back and when
That's true.
something to push me to go back.
That's
but right
true.
for the meantime,
Nah.
not now. I'm not going
All right.
now.
All we can say is we are trying very hard and we would like you to bear with us. We are doing our best. From me, Hazvine Mazonde.
Tinashe Chingwaru.
Faith Mirisau.
See you in the next episode.
God
Bye.
bless.